Welcome to HDFC Securities 5-minute market wrap-up for the week ended 19th April 2024. As elections begin, whether you're a bull or a bear, do make sure to go out and vote. In key macroeconomic news, Israel and Iran conflict dominated the headlines. Iran fired 300 drones and missiles towards Israel, and Israel responded with airstrikes of its own on Iran. This significantly increases the geopolitical risks, but the markets are still hopeful that a full war between the two nations can still be avoided. US Federal Chairman Jerome Powell said that there is lack of further progress on inflation this year towards the Fed's target of 2%. As a result, US Treasury bond yields spiked, with the US 10-year bond yield currently trading at around 4.6%. US retail sales rose by 0.7% month-on-month in March against expectations of 0.4%. The UK CPI rose by 3.2% year-on-year in March 2024 compared to a 3.4% increase in February. German CPI inflation rose by 2.2% year-on-year in March compared to 2.5% in February 24. More members of the European Central Bank spoke about the need for a rate cut in its June meeting. Indian markets corrected, with the Nifty ending the week lower by 1.6%. Even the broader markets corrected, with the BSE mid-cap index down 2.2%, but the BSE small-cap did better, falling by only 0.96%. There was only one sectoral gainer this week, that was the S&P BSE Telecom Index, which ended higher by 0.4%. Among sectoral losers, Nifty IT fell sharply by 4.7% after results and guidance from TCS and Infosys. The Nifty PSU Bank Index fell by 3.7%, whereas the Nifty Realty saw profit booking and was down 2.7% this week. In select market movers during the week, shares of Just Dial rallied 19% after the company reported strong earnings growth. Shares of Jubilant Pharmova ended higher by 4% after a US FDA inspection classified its Roorkee plant as voluntary action indicated. Shares of CRISIL fell by 11% after the company reported a 5.5% decline in its March quarterly profit. Shares of ABB India were down by 7% after the parent company ABB reported a decline in overall ordering. FIIs continued to be net sellers. DIIs, on the other hand, buying about 9,000 crores of equities in cash during the week. US markets, with the S&P 500 ending the week lower by 3%, whereas the Nasdaq Composite corrected by 5.5%. In this section, we discuss select reports published by the research teams of HDFC Securities. You can access these reports on our website. Our institutional equity strategy team finds 7 key themes working in India's favor. For example, India's economy will likely double to USD 7 trillion by 2030. The number of middle-class households will increase to 300 million by 2030. Our team has selected some interesting stocks which will benefit from these long-term trends. For instance, SBI Life Insurance, Tata Power, Cholamandalam, and so on. Do go through the detailed report on our website. Angel One reported strong 31% quarter-on-quarter growth in net revenues. However, admin costs spiked again and are likely to stay elevated. We retain an ad rating on the share. Our institutional research team has upgraded ICICI Lombard to a buy with a higher target price of rupees 1,980 on the company's new push in retail health businesses and likely easing in competitive intensity. Our retail research team came out with a note on Kilburn Engineering Limited, the leader in solid, liquid, and gas drying. Our team expects the company to grow its PAT at a CAGR of 37% over FY23 to FY26. We have assigned a base case fair value of 393 per share. That is all for this week. Do refer to the detailed disclaimer on your screen. Please note that the securities discussed in the presentation are for education and information purposes only. Thank you.